to our video on finding multiple representation of rational numbers, and that just means we're going to convert between fractions, decimals, and percents. So here's a question. At a gymnastics competition, 3/10 of the gymnasts won a ribbon. What percent of the gymnasts won a ribbon? Well, 3 is out of 10, right? And a percent is out of 100. So we want to think of this as being out of 100. So let's scale this whole fraction up 10 times. And that would be, well, 10 times 10 gives us 100. And 3 times 10 gives us the percent, which is 30. Right, so this is 30%. And it's a nice simple fraction to convert into a percent because 10 goes evenly into 100, and that's 30%. And tenths are easy to see, right? 1/10 is going to equal 10% for the same reason that 3/10 equals 30%. So now for tenths, if you want to find the percent, just find the number of 1/10 in that number. So 1 over 10, right? 1/10 plus a tenth, that's 2/10, and each tenth is 10%. So that would be 20%. And we can keep going. For example, 4/10 is made from 4 1/10, so that's 40%. So the tenths are really nice to convert to percents. Oops, and here we have another question with fifths. Close to tenths, right? They're half as large as a tenth. Twice as big as a tenth, right? 1/5 is bigger. Anyway, so in a 6th grade music class, 1/5 of the class wants to play the drums. Which decimal is equivalent to 1/5? Well, if you're really stuck on this means 1 divided by 5, so we can do the long division, right? How many times does 5 go into 1? Well, it doesn't, so we can write 1 as 1.0 and ask how many times does 5 go into 10? Well, the answer is twice, so 0.2, because we're dealing with place values below the decimal point. So 5 times 2 is 10. We subtract to find if there's any remainder, and there isn't. So the answer would be 0.2, C. And this just goes to another basic idea. If we take 1/5 and double it, right, multiply the numerator and denominator by 2, we get 2 over 5 times 2, which is 10. And 2/10 is 0.2. Well, another thing that's nice about tenths is they're easy to represent in decimal form. 1/10 equals 0.1. So for example, 2/10 equals 2.1s, right? This equals 0.1 plus 0.1, which is 0.2. And in general, some fractions you should know. 1/2 equals 0.5, which equals 50%. 1/3 equals 0.3 repeating. That's what that line means. This repeats forever, which equals 33 1/3%. 1/4 equals 0.25 or 25%. Right? 1/5 equals 0.2 or 20%. And I think the last common one is just 1/10. And that's 10%. And in other videos, I'll go over the details about why this all makes sense, but these are some good benchmark fraction, decimals, and percents. Alright, hope it helped.